field. Number 3, Bailey, first base. Number 25, Walburn, left field. Number 28, Adams, third base. Number 41, Salmons, pitching. And number 30, Scott, second base.
Where's Russell?
You want me to do Russell?
Yeah,
You wanna do-
you got the voice, Eric.
I don't have a voice.
There you go.
And now for your Russell Red Devils. Starting in left field, number 1, Jesse Lyon. Starting in center field, number 3, Jacob McKee. Starting in right field, number 25, Nick Conley. Starting at third base, number 8, Casey Hensley. Starting at shortstop, number
Time will all Russell Flatwoods Little League baseball teams take the field?
Well, we got at least one out there, guys.
We got a couple of them. Now if you'll do the...
Okay.
Now, if you will stand as we honor our men and women serving in our military as we play the Star Spangled Banner.
Everything up? Do we have the officials, the umpires' names?
Bob Coons right there.
Bob Coons going down first base, but
Okay, Bob
Thank you.
Coons, and do we know the home plate umpire?
we do not.
I do not.
Something Weiler. I know his last name's Weiler. I don't know his first name.
Well, I can't. I'm not gonna just name one.
And we try to get everything together here. Rock, I think we're in business here, buddy. Almost, sort of.
Is that too loud?
And we're ready to get underway here for East Carter. Do you know what East Carter's record is, Rock? Rocky will tell us. Mr. Statistics.
They are 8-5.
East Carter 8-5, Russell 4-7. Russell with a big win over Ashland to bust out of a losing streak, and then they moved ahead and had a win over Boyd County the other night. That was really a nice win as the Red Devils came back from their trip, and with that they were able to find a way to get a big win here at Russell High School, and we're ready to get now underway as we'll have Jaden Lane on the round for the Red Devils. Around for us will be Austin Brinkman behind the plate. Landon Brewer is at first. Keelan Rice at second. Torrey Gillum at short. Hensley at third. Jesse Lyon is in left field. Jacob McKee, who pitched yesterday or day before, Jacob is in center tonight. Nick Conley in right. Matthew Strother will bat for Jaden Lane. Up first will come the East Carter Raiders, right? Raiders for East Carter.
Raiders.
Right.
Klein.
That's why I bring Rocky along. He's Mr. Facts. And up first will be Terry Klein, the shortstop, a left-handed batter. And we're ready to get underway as Lane looks into Brinkman, and here we go. Line to pitch, outside of ball. Mr. Wiley behind the plate. Bob Coons down the first base line. Our first baseball game in a couple years here on greenandbeacon.com. Line to pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Brock, don't be so talkative now. Mr. I don't tweet. Ball. Do they get on you for not tweeting, Rock?
I hear it once in a while.
Do you do it? So, 2 balls and a strike. Lane looks in. And the pitch. Down the third base line, foul.
Yeah.
That was fair.
Now, it looked like it.
It went inside. It was,
Excuse me, cameraman. You have to follow the ball. Oh, I didn't even say Joe Applegate's name, but I'm saying Joe Applegate now is the cameraman. Evan Tice on the book. Swing and a miss. Dropped it. Oh, no. Strike 3. That's what I thought. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. And up next for
Number 15,
the Raiders
Jackson.
is Trace Jackson, the center fielder for the Raiders. Russell, 4-7. But as I said, they've put a couple together down on the water. Rocky is sorry he didn't get to make that trip. First pitch, right at the knees. 1 strike. About 75 degrees, you figure, fellas. Here's the pitch. Outside of ball. I got a pretty good seat here, Rock.
Nice.
Right behind the plate. I'll try to keep you awake. Ooh, nice pitch. Strike 2. Big sweeping curve by Jaden Lane. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See, is Lane a junior? Sophomore. Jaden Lane, a sophomore. Swing, foul ball to plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hi, Danny. Oh, just trying to stream a little baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball. So, full count. 1 out. I didn't even see the scoreboard. This is pretty neat. Do softball, sit behind the scoreboard. I can't see anything. Ball 4, and he walks on 7 pitches.
Number 5,
Or
Sharp.
6 pitches, I guess. 3, 5, 6. I can't count.
foul ball.
At the plate, McDavid. And his first name is Ryan. He plays right field for the Raiders.
Jackson.
1 out, 1 on. Huh?
Oh, Sharp.
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 Is it Sharp? Yes. How did I miss that? I'm just asleep over here. I don't know. You got Sharp in the book? At the shortstop, there's 1. So 4-6-3 on the double play. So 4 is Rice, 6 is Gillum, 3 is Landon Brewer, and we're out of the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. I'm back in a minute here on the OLBH Green and Beacon Media Network.
At Carmen Funeral Home for more than 100 years, the original mission of the firm hasn't changed. They've always intended to provide the best and most professional services complemented by the finest products. Stop in today and see Bob Green or Mark Ratliff at Carmen Funeral Home in Flatwoods. Carmen Funeral Home, people serving people since 1913, from pre-need to final arrangements. Carmen Funeral Home.
Our emphasis has always been on first-name friendly service with a hometown touch. We know you, and you know us. Hometown people helping each other grow. We're here to serve all your banking needs. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Just remember to chase the ball. Now, once you see where the ball goes, you have to come back to the line. And we move to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Up for Russell will be Keelan Rice, Jacob McKee, and Landon Brewer. Nick Conley hits fourth. It's quite a sight up here, watching all these guys dance in the press box. Rick Brewer down here busting a move and all. Danny Bates. Yeah, is that you? I'll keep you off camera, buddy. Josh Salmon's out on the mound. Andrew Sharp behind the plate for East Carter. I think Sharp must be getting dressed. He batted, he was the one that walked, right? And got doubled off, so he wasn't ready to go yet. And looks like we're about ready to get underway here.
Number 7, Keelan Rice.
Coach Tim Rice down in the third base box. Who's in the first base box?
Is that McDavid? Or what's his name? Or,
That is
O'Brien.
Mark O'Brien.
Coach O'Brien in first base. And this will be Keelan Rice, second baseman, leading off for Russell. No score, moving to the bottom of the first now. And a pitch from the lefty, outside, high out outside, ball one. So Salmon's a left-handed pitcher. Mr. Statistics, Rocky Stanley to my left. Strike one call in the outside corner. Mr. Book, Evan Tice to my right. Should I call you Mr. Baseball? Swing and a miss at the inside pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. We all voted up here earlier that if it stayed this temperature for the rest of the season, it would be okay. Swing, foul off the catcher's mitt, or off the catcher's mask of Andrew Sharp. So we're to ball and 2 strikes. Settles back in. Rice. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And 1 man down for Russell. And on his way to the plate
Number 3, Jacob McKee.
is Jacob McKee. Brewer on deck for Russell. McKee, a lefty, all the way. Throws and bats left-handed. And here's the first pitch outside a ball from the left-handed Josh Salmons of East Carter. Down the left field line, but it's high in the air and going to be caught out there by Jordan Walburn, and that's the second out of the inning.
Number 18.
Fly to left
Landon
field.
Brewer.
And up third is first baseman Landon Brewer. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Salmons winds inside. Did you get him in the foot? Nope. Jumped it.
Take one for the team. Easier said than done. Hell, or something.
Landon's dad to our left. High outside a ball. Rick trying to butcher the PA system and the music. And nice job.
Trying to get my son hurt all at the same time. Man.
That's right. Somebody needs to root. And the pitch. Swing high in the air. First baseman's going to come
I
over.
don't think he sees it.
It drops. They lose it in the sun, you think?
Yeah, I'd say. Even with glasses, it's tough out there.
Oh, I bet you. Well, with the backstop in front of us, we basically have to shoot through the screen. There isn't much we can do about that. Evan tried to focus it out, and it wouldn't. We'd be pulled in so tight we couldn't breathe if we did. So, and the pitch, strike. Nope, inside a ball. The ball looked like a pretty good pitch to me. Let me just say that.
2 strikes and swing on that.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a break-even pitch outside a ball. And Russell has its first runner of the day. And Landon Brewer, number 4,
25,
comes
Nick
up
Conley.
for Russell. Nick Conley. Our Peebles, Ohio viewer, Evan, wanted to know if you were going to speak today, and you've already done that. 2 outs, 1 on. Ball low. That offering from Salmons. Kind of an off-speed pitch. So it's a ball and no strikes. Brewer with about a 4-step lead. Here's the pitch to the plate. Inside corner, I suppose. A ball and a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Some of that off-speed junk coming at him up there. And the pitch inside on the way to second. Throw there. Hits through. That was Terry Klein over to try to put. Scott didn't get to the base. So, with that said, out on second is the ever happy Landon Brewer. And the 2-2 pitch, swing foul back to the net. I guess the fence they call it here. Go to the Reds, you pay a lot to have that net look like it's going to come through at you. Nice. That's nice. Nobody complaining about that. Pitch, strike 3. Nope, outside a ball. Man, that was close. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's gonna be a long day if you're calling like that.
So full count, 2 outs. Brewer at second. Conley waits on the pitch outside. So Josh Salmons has walked 2 with 2 outs.
Number 30, Matthew Strother.
Matthew Strother, who is batting for the pitcher, Jaden Lane. Little walk-up music. I still think you ought to bust a move, Evan, don't you? No, I'm embarrassing him again. Wow, too bad. Pitch. You know, Rock, I'm not sure where the strike zone is. Are you? I mean, I think it must be the size of a 9-inch apple pie, maybe, which is not a bad idea, but 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's a swing. Shortstop on the way to Klein. He bobbles it, and so Russell has them loaded as Strother reaches on an error.
Number 5, Austin Brinkman.
So Austin Brinkman, who toils behind the plate for the Red Devils, steps up with the bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, and the Red Devils could do some damage right away with a base cleaner. We'll take a double. Good double to the fence.
I think so, because it took a crazy hop, yeah.
And a pitch. Ball. Sir?
I called it an error. Because he
It was an error.
He had a chance of getting him, but
He could have got a force out.
he lost it on the transfer.
Yeah. Turn that camera this way a little bit. No, this way. The camera. Down the third base line, there's at least one. It'll be a single and 2 RBIs for Brinkman as, let's see, Brewer and that Conley scored. Brewer and Conley scored.
Number 8, Casey Hensley.
So Casey Hensley steps to the plate, the third baseman for Tim Rice's team. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-0 Russell here in the bottom of the first. That's called taking advantage. Get a couple on, steal a base, you know the deal.
Seth Atkins, pitch running.
Seth Atkins, he plays basketball. I remember that name. Number 4. Where is he, at second or first? At first. There's one in the gap. That's going to get at least 1 in. Here comes the throw to the plate. He is out. I thought he would score. He didn't. Is that Strother? Strother out at the plate. So we come to the end of 1. It's Russell 2, East Carter nothing. Back in a minute on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Stultz Pharmacy is now offering patients compounding for their prescription needs. Stultz Pharmacy is the only pharmacy in the area PCCA certified. We can provide you with hormone replacement, neuropathy creams, scar creams, pediatric prescriptions, and we can even help you with your veterinarian needs. If you have any questions, please call 606-834-1052. That's 834-1052. Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I go to Ashland Community and Technical College.
Because it's so close.
I go
for the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons, Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Around the corner or around the world with the Greenup Beacon.
Still think we need to pull a little tighter. Ryan McDavid, a right fielder, steps in to begin the second inning for East Carter. That's good right there. Pitch, outside the ball. Jaden Lane.
McDavid, bud. He's hitting. McDavid's hitting.
Right. Ryan McDavid, the right fielder. Ball 2. Up next will be Bailey. And Mr. Bailey plays somewhere. Does that say Bailey? First Cameron Bailey. Pitch. 3-0. Maybe Jaden had too much time on the bench. In the bottom of the first. Rock, this game is going a little slow. Did you pick up on that? Your
Strike-
deadline's what, 10:30?
Strike zone has to do something to do with that.
Yeah, pie plate size. So the other night, I'm watching the Cowboy, and you know that the black is not part of the strike zone.
Really?
No, has to be with white. So when they say it catches the corner, it's like it hits that slice. But that was something to learn. I mean, I've been playing ball a long time. I thought the black got you a strike. Of course, this guy here has got to be down the middle, about 3 feet off the ground. But see, you learn all kinds of stuff watching the Reds. Not how to win necessarily. 3 balls, no strike. Strike 1. I vote we don't send Simon out to pitch for a while. Of course, Bailey's hurt again. 3 balls and a strike. Russell up 2-0. Top of the second now, and here's the pitch. Low ball 4.
You guys do know they got a pitch count.
Number 3, Bailey.
120 pitches.
We may have that in the second inning.
No, I know.
No, I'm not blaming anybody. Just making a fact. My left-handed little ace over here. 2-0. That's all I can tell you. Pitch, swing and a miss. See, that's Cameron Bailey at the plate. He plays first, and up next will be Walburn, and he's the left fielder. You do. McDavid on first, takes the lead. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Brinkman knocks it down. Nice stop by Austin Brinkman. I'll do you like Marty Brinkman does, Rocky. And our guest today, here up with us today, ground ball foul down the third baseline. They try to decide which baseball to use. Runner on first. Jaden Lane looks in. Heading the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Is drawn to third. On the way to first. Nice. So Hensley scooped it up and throws it to Brewer. He's out third to first. That's Bailey out on McDavid out on second. Coming up, Jordan Walburn. He plays left field. Have I got it right? And who's on deck? If you move your hand, I can look and see myself. Adams. Caden Adams, who plays third base. Here's another lefty, though. He's Carter with some left-handed bats. They could do some damage. 2-0. 1 out. Pitch. Fastball low. Since they broke the grill at the food place, we have to send you out, Rick, for hamburgers at the McDonald's.
Yeah, they caught it on fire. He's out there with the extinguisher putting it out.
That's no good.
He's over that guy was just like,
High ball.
We were walking in, there's about 2 feet flames coming off the grill.
So you took a step back, did you? So Walburn stands in with a 2-0 count. Lane looks into Brinkman, checks the runner at second, and McDavid. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Grounder down to Brewer. He loses it, picks it up, steps on the base. McDavid on to third. So unassisted to the first baseman, Brewer.
28, Adams.
And at the plate now with 2 outs is third baseman Caden Adams. One on third in Ryan McDavid. Bailey and Walburn off the base paths now. Pitch from Lane. Strike one. I count the 5th called strike in an inning and a half. Yep. Rocky's got his timing watch over here. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted out of play. Back behind the first base dugout, Russell's dugout. And so it's no balls, 2 strikes. Lane ahead. Adams looks in. He bats 7th for East Carter. Russell plated 2 in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Back to the pitcher, Lane. Tosses it to Brewer. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So we move to the bottom of the 2nd with a score Russell 2 and East Carter nothing. Back in a minute on the OLBH Green at Beacon Media Network.
Stultz Pharmacy is now offering patients compounding for their prescription needs. Stultz Pharmacy is the only pharmacy in the area PCCA certified. We can provide you with hormone replacement, neuropathy creams, scar creams, pediatric prescriptions, and we can even help you with your veterinarian needs. If you have any questions, please call 606-834-1052. That's 834-1052. Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Choosing the right college is a big decision. Ohio University Southern offers more than 30 degree and certificate programs. Whether you're in Ohio or just across the river in Kentucky or West Virginia, our tuition is a best value in the area. Attend a world-class university and stay close to home with free parking. Ohio University Southern in Ironton and Proctorville. Imagine your possibilities. Enroll today. Visit ohio.edu Southern or call 740-533-4600.
Around the corner or around the world with the Green Up Beacon.
As we move to the bottom of the 2nd inning, it'll be Jesse Lyon up first, the left fielder for Russell. And Gillen, the shortstop, will bat 2nd, and we'll move back up to the top for Keelan Rice. Josh Salmon stays on the mound. Gave up a couple walks and a couple hits, and Russell up 2-0. Had one shot down at the plate to end the inning. Pardon me. Too much press box food. This prime rib up here is killing me. High ball. 2 balls, no strikes. We need to talk to Sam about this. They need to bring, a standing rib roast up for us. It's high and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. What do you think, Kevin? Little prime rib? Line. And I don't know if that's the head coach or not, so.
That's the head coach, Jeremiah Shearer.
Jeremiah Shearer is the head coach. Has he been there several years? Several. So we'll have a little music break as they talk about it out on the mound. I think you ought to do the YMCA song, guys, and we could all do it up here together. You think? The guy's leaving. There you go. Yeah, I know, but he waited way too long to get that music started. I think we ought to do the wave at least. 3 balls, no strikes. Sir? You said something, didn't you? You having a double root beer? Okay. 3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Here's a pitch. Strike 1 on the corner. That's 6. I'm not saying the umpiring's bad. I'm just saying his strike zone's pretty tight. Whoop. He swung at what would have been ball 4, in my opinion, over. Second baseman missed it. Made a great effort, though. You can't take anything away from Trey Scott. The right fielder was not going to get there, and the first baseman lost it when it went up. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff batter up for Russell and Jesse Line. Left fielder. Could have thrown the other hand up. And a pitch outside the ball. You're asking for a lot down there. Troy Gillum steps up for Russell. His first attempt this afternoon against Josh Salmons of the East Carter Raiders.
He hit one out our last game.
He could hit one out tonight. It'd be all right.
Yes, he did. He hit the scoreboard a couple nights ago.
Is that a home run above the fence?
Yes.
Strike 1, 7. Salmon's narrowing it in a little bit. He's kind of scoped in his strike zone now. You got to know what the man behind the plate's going to do. That's in any league. Nice pitch inside, but it was a really nice sweeping curve. Back Gillum up a little bit.
Pitcher smiled on that one.
Yeah, I think he thought it was a strike too, guys. Ball and a strike. That's why he gets paid $65, not us, right? Low.
Yeah, him and everybody at the ball felt that was a strike.
Particularly on the blue bench.
Yeah. I even think some on the maroon bench did.
That could very well be. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted out of play. Back behind us. Everybody's grabbing their head and running. But I don't think that was necessary. Bunch of wimpy women down there running from those foul balls. But you think you should throw your hands up and catch it no matter who you are? Marilyn will catch them. You've seen my wife. She's not afraid of nothing. Especially me. Evan and I, we know when to be quiet, right, Big E? Yes, sir. No, you don't mess with Mimi. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, nice, lifted to center field. Center fielder will settle under it, and Trace Jackson hauls it in. And quickly back to first is Lyon. And so with an out, we go back to the top of the lineup, and it'll be Keelan Rice to step in to bat. Second baseman for Russell. Did you play baseball in high school, Rob?
I played a game here once.
Did you?
I played at Huntington High, yeah, we played over here.
School that is no more?
Consolidated, yeah.
Right. Just and a pitch. Strike. Stolen base. He is safe, but the ball gets away, and he's on the way to third. Here's a throw. He's safe. Ball gets away. I noticed that Salmons came pulling up after the ball rolled away from the third baseman. Luckily, it didn't go very far. I thought he had a real shot at getting him out, so that's why you write 9 outs. That's the way it goes, Rock. Russell 4-7 on the year. And a pitch with a runner on third, foul back over the top. You know, Evan, you could have jumped up and caught that.
I really couldn't.
You couldn't? That's why I bring him. Keeps me on my toes, boys. 2 strikes.
He's sharp.
On Rice, he is. He got that straight from his mother and his Mimi, because Papa ain't got none of that. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch. Every time I think he's got it zoned in, he starts going inside on him. Of course, I understand. Try to handcuff him a little bit. But all he needs to do is get a little short bump down to first base, and it'll be 3-0. Here's a pitch. Missed it. It's going to get away. Going to hold a runner, throw it down to first. And so that'll be a strikeout for Rice.
Number 3, Jacob McKee.
Jacob McKee, the center fielder, will step in for Russell. 2 outs, a runner on third. And McKee, did he get on the first inning? No.
Flew out to left.
Flew out to left field. Pitch. Strike. 8. No balls and 2 strikes.
1 strike, bud. We just had 1 pitch.
I'm just trying to get everybody all on the ball. I'm glad to see you're watching.
I hope so. I'm taking the book.
Are you? Okay. These guys down here will tell you, because don't count on me to do anything. Ball and a strike. It's a long walk home, Evan, just saying.
Not really. It's only a mile.
Okay. Strike 2.
I got the count. I got the count.
Ball and 2 strikes. See, it's 2 strikes, right?
That is.
We do not have fun here in the press
Did
box.
you have to use your fingers?
I did. Here's a cheap grounder down the first baseline, and McKee's going to make it. He gets an RBI with an infield hit. And crossing the plate. Who scored, honey?
Line.
Jesse Lyons scored, make it 3-0.
18.
And again, Russell gets his run with 2 outs. 2 innings in a row, they've mounted some offense with 2 outs. And up to the plate now. Is that Landon Brewer? That is the pitch. Strike 1. I believe I'd have swung at that, Rick. But he's down there and we're up here, so.
It looks a little bit different down there.
It does.
I don't think he could be that much.
Pitch on the way, foul out of play. McKee on first. No balls, 2 strikes. McKee with the lead. Here's the pitch. Grounded back. Brewer hits it on top of that ball, and it bounced to the backstop.
48 pitches.
48 pitches.
Already? We're just now in the
77 degrees.
23 pitches this inning.
3 smart alecks in the press box. The pitch. He lifts it high. Third baseman going to come over. No, the pitcher, Salmons, settles under and makes the out. So Russell gets 1 to make it 3-0. We move to the top of the third here on the OLBH Green at Beacon Media Network.
Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunities it holds for growth, learning, and enjoyment, and for the time to share with others. I pray for peace and joy in mind, body and spirit, and for the hope of this day. In your name, amen.
Meet the Hoopers, the all-star family. With dad, mom, son, grandpa, and baby. With a good neighbor right next door, assisting them with life and so much more. It's the Hoopers.
At Super Quick owned Subways, you can buy 3 footlongs, $5 each, or a regular salad for $5, or mix and match any 3 salads or footlongs for $15.
Available only at these super quick subways: Cannonsburg, Greenup, Cerrito, Ironton, Coalgrove, South Point, Vanceburg, and Flatwoods.
Subway, eat fresh.
Hank Bond, Evan Tice, Joe Applegate, Rocky Stanley, Rick Brewer, and I don't know the other guy down there, but he's just wreaking havoc everywhere. Rick, what's the guy's name next to you?
Scott Bates.
Scott Bates. Oh, you're Danny's. Oh my! I'm sorry, Scott. Here's a pitch outside, a ball.
It's okay, he doesn't remember anybody.
Salmons. Well, I know who he is now. He married Mickey Fawson's daughter. That's all I can say. Oh, she's wonderful. It's Mickey I worry about. Here's a pitch. Now, Grant played a little basketball too, didn't he? Yeah. So now, will Mickey and Linda be here today?
I don't know if they'll be here or not. They might. They might
Right.
show up.
We ought to text them, tell them we're streaming a game because they watch us all the time. Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. Salmons. Left-handed pitcher bats left-handed. First time at the plate, swings. And if he'd have come around on that a little bit, he would have drained that right to left center field. Nice time pitch out there by Jaden Lane. How many pitches for Jaden?
32.
32 pitches. So twice the pitches, basically. Here's a pitch. Ball. 3 balls and a strike. Rocky, you know they only sent you here because we were doing this game today. They needed someone to keep you straight.
To help him do math.
That was it. Foul out of play. Rocky, you got plenty of room in your car, right?
What do you mean?
Take him home.
Okay. He said it's only a mile. He
And I
went
even,
a walk.
you know what? That's okay. But I even fed him and bought him root beer. What kind of deal is this? I don't get it.
My fault, I'm telling nothing but the truth.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4.
That was a strike.
Be careful, guys.
How they gonna do? Throw me out there?
Number 30, Scott.
So, the 9th batter of the game, Trey Scott, the second baseman for East Carter. Russell sent 9, 10, 11, 12 plate to the plate with a 3-0 lead. We're in the top of the 3rd. Sun starting to drop back a little bit. Again, the temperature's perfect for baseball. Outside, ball gets away. Brinkman comes back. Pass ball. Not much doubt about that one. Straighten up there. Four nothing Greenup County over Round. Ooh, there's one in right field, picked up out there nicely by Conley, and he gets it in and throws it in, and they score a run. And on out to second. You got to get a little better on defense, I reckon.
Number 2, Klein.
Trey Klein, or Terry Klein, steps in, shortstop. Let me eyeball that book there a minute when you get finished. Number 30, Trey Scott. So Salmon scored. Scott's on second. Klein, who struck out in his first attempt when he led off the ball game. Nobody out, a runner on second. 3-1 now, inside. So we'll call that a wild pitch, as it double bounced before it got to the catcher. And so it'll be a ball on second base, or shortstop Klein. And out goes somebody.
Jim Rice.
Royce.
That coach?
Yes.
You know you're in trouble, boys, when the coach comes out, right? Little conversation. You threw me off down there, Bates. What was your first name?
Scott.
Scott.
Yes.
Well, at least it's not Danny Jr. I went to school with him.
Bet that was fun.
Don't make me say things on the air that might get us in trouble. Now, I've known Danny and Mickey and Linda my entire life. I don't know if that's good or bad for them, but okay, here we go. A ball and no strikes. Rice had his say out at the mound, and here's the pitch. High and outside. Seems like all of a sudden Lane is rushing a little bit and trying to point that ball. And of course, I didn't pitch. I played first base. They were afraid I might hit the mascot. So here's the pitch, swung on straight up to the second baseman, picked up under his glove, and he's going to make second. Second baseman didn't hustle. Somebody's going to be in trouble out there in Keelan Rice, because he didn't turn around and chase the ball, and consequently, you know how all that works. So
15, Jackson.
So an error on the second baseman leaves a runner at second. And 41 pitches, but 3-2 now. Nobody out. Runner on second. I think that's Klein, right? Or Scott's on second. Ball. Oh.
Klein's on second. Jackson's up to the bat.
Is Klein on second? Scott scored, right? Okay. Move your hand there a minute. Let me look at the book. And he, Sharp hit into, this is Jackson at the plate. Now, how did he get on? Did he walk? Did he walk in the first inning?
He did. Yes, he walked.
He walked.
My bookkeeper over here is letting me down.
It's so cool. You're so cool.
Oh. You don't know what it's like to be handled by Pee Wee Herman over here. Or what's the guy? No. Sheldon. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He thinks he's funny. That's the funny.
You know what? Everybody else is laughing but you, Sheldon. All right, nobody out. We're still in the top of the third. East Carter erupted for a couple, and here's a pitch outside. Up, gets away from Brinkman, back to the backstop. And with that, oh, I know who that guy is. Calling a plate. You see him everywhere, Rock.
I know, I've seen him quite a bit.
Yeah, see him a lot. So when the game's over, go down there and go, hey, what's your name? We'll never know after that. If he watches this video as much as I've been on him, I'd say he will not like me. All right, full count. Here's the pitch to the plate, ball 4. So Jackson walks and Sharp comes to the plate. Sharp hit into a double play to end the first inning. But now he has a real opportunity.
Number 5, Sharp.
Andrew Sharp. He is the catcher. Outside a ball. You're not going to get anything on the corners, fellas. I mean, he's got to throw it down the middle to get a strike. 1 ball, no strike. Are you questioning home plate umpire? Turns. Looks to pick somebody off. Nobody moving that far off the base. Jaden Lane looks in. Strike one on the outside corner or the inside line of the batter's box, one or the other. 1 ball and a strike. We thank you for joining us here on greenerbeacon.com. We'll be back for a couple more baseball games this season. We could figure out a way to on the way to second, throws it, comes back, safe, and a run scores from third. So that was Klein that scored. He scores from third. Stolen base.
He didn't say, I think. Did you give all the strikes?
The ball is right on that one. 2-1, 2 ball.
So who was it that stole second, Evan? Jackson. See, I don't see the book. That's the problem. So 2-1, score tied at 3. Big 3 spot up for East Carter, and only 1 out in the inning. A pitch right down the middle. Paul lifted up, foul out of play down the first baseline. Far enough down that the entire stands did not jump up, grab their heads, and run to the fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Lane back over the plate with that pitch, and hopefully he'll find some spots here. Pitches, outside a ball. Nice stop by Austin Brinkman. So we're at full count, runner on second, 1 out. 3 runs in. Short lead at second. And a pitch. Foul, out of play. Be like the middle school games, we'll run out of baseballs here pretty soon. Send you to Dick's for a dozen. What do you think? So Lane hoping for a good solid pitch here with full count. Sharp steps in there, hits it, shortstop, bobbles it, picks it up, fires to first, throws it away. Brewer had to step behind the base to take it, and runner now on third is Jackson.
45, McDavid.
Ryan McDavid, the right fielder, steps in. He steps into the left-handed side of the plate. He got on in the okay, I see no circle.
Second, with a walk.
The walk. You did not circle the walk. Oh, it's above it. Okay, I got you.
50 shots.
Outside.
He got fired.
He was 22 for 50.
Well, yeah, in the whole second half.
Yeah, he played a lot better.
That fourth quarter is the best quarter of ball. I mean, he made them all look bad, didn't he? I mean, he's not going to do that every day, but that's the best finish I ever saw. And they got to win. 15 down and come back to win. Bounce back to Lane, taps it on to Brewer, but East Carter takes the lead as Jackson scores from third. Two outs. Just one? I thought we already had another out. Well, okay, I've been saying 2 outs for half an inning, guys. Keep me on the ball here, would you? Bailey, he's reached somehow. I don't know. He got on in the first inning or second inning.
No, he didn't.
No? Okay.
Ground
out.
Ground out to third.
Third to first. Russell's infield defense not particularly tight to get started here.
He scored what, the last 20 points?
He lit it up last night. He went out with a bang.
He did.
In the fourth quarter, he had 23
Yeah.
in the dirt.
But you know what, speaking of the Warriors, I really don't think that the Warriors could beat the Bulls.
No, we couldn't.
The Bulls were just
Different kind of team.
And you had like what, 2 or 3 all defensive players on that team with Pippen and Jordan.
Oh, yeah. And Kerr could hit it from anywhere.
And you can't laugh at Dennis Rodman on the boards either. Man was tough. Nuts, but tough. Rock, you're supporting me in that, I see. It lifts one up high.
Definitely nuts.
Brinkman comes back. Now they're grabbing their heads again. How to play. Ball, 2 strikes.
Definitely nuts. Rodman was nuts.
Oh, my. He had the best hair color I ever saw. No woman ever did that well.
The rainbow head.
It was rainbow, that's it. Now, you know, they make fun of him today. He was unique in those days.
I had another word for him. It wasn't me. Kind of sounds like it.
Outside. Well, let me say this. You know, you were home watching him on TV, and he was in there knocking down the big bucks. So what you think, Rick, probably really doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
It really did.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 4-3. Carter takes the lead here in the top of the third. Some errant fielding. Strike. He did not like that. 2 outs. So Bailey strikes out. Left fielder Walburn steps in.
He grounded out.
Courtesy runner 16.
Grounded out to Landon Brewer. Was killing me over here. Put you back in the bullpen, buddy. Are you a nightmare? Are you a walking nightmare? Probably. You want to do play-by-play? Okay. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's why international relations are cool, right? He saved us all. I don't know. I want to tell you folks that are watching, you need to sit up here with these guys. It's quite an experience. My boy over here keeping me straight, though. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 outs, a runner on second. And out there, that would be Mr. Sharp. Correct? I don't know. I can't bring you guys anywhere. Ooh, clear to the back. Gonna fire it to third. Nope, he held it. So Brinkman holds it. On to third.
David?
David.
Oh, wait, no, never.
That was a never mind. Who's on third?
Sharp.
Sharp, that's what I thought.
How many hairs we
started off with 30.
Do what? Too many. How's that? You can count them up between innings, I want to know. Oh, the world knows we need a bathroom break. Are you going to go potty, buddy?
Maybe.
I don't know what to do with this guy, man. He had to go to the bathroom, and he announced such. Ball, 2 strikes.
Too much information.
Too much, yeah. That's what they say when you show up, Rock. I've read your copy. Inside a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joe, what'd you do with my money, man? Did you keep all my money? Give it to Evan, because I want another one of them. Only I want them like you got them last time. I can keep a book while you're gone. Oh, it's called Super Quick. Swing grounder. Picks it up. On the way to first. Whoa. That was way too close for Hank Bond's taste. So Gillum on to Brewer and retires the side, but East Carter plates 4 in the inning and takes a 4-3 lead. We'll be back in a minute here on the OLBH Beacon Media Network.
Around the corner or around the world with the Green Up Beacon.
Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunities it holds for growth, learning, and enjoyment, and for the time to share with others. I pray for peace and joy in mind, body, and spirit, and for the hope of this day. In your name, amen.
So it'll be Nick Conley to step in for the Red Devils. He scored in the first inning. Steps back.
Yeah, I know. He's.
Well, if you notice, he's covering his eyes with his.
Conley walked and scored.
I know.
Ball. How many pitches does Mr. Salmons have?
Salmons has 50.
50 pitches. Outside, nope, on the corner a strike. So he can pitch as many as 120, is that correct?
120, yes. Which I think was a great rule.
You like that rule?
I do. You know, you got some coaches out there just kind of get carried away and.
Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First batter up, Nick Conley. As I said, he scored in the first inning after a walk. There's full count.
Unless that's not, I don't know where
Does he not see it?
He missed the pie plate, guys, I told you.
I think he's just giving up on.
Here's a pitch, outside ball 4. So, on with 4 from a full count. Conley walks.
Number 30, Matthew Strother.
Matthew Strother, the DH. And I saw Tim talking to the home umpire, so we may have a change somewhere. But this will be Strother, and he'll come to the plate. And I can't tell what he did, but whatever it was, he hits this one into a little gapper on the right. So he gets a single, and Conley moves on to second. First pitch hitting, and a single for Strother. And so with a walk and a single, first and second are the Red Devils, and Austin Brinkman, the catcher, steps in.
Two-run single last time.
Brinkman had a behind the plate. He's behind the plate for Russell. There's ball 1. Salmons still on the mound for East Carter in the third. 2 on, nobody out. Pulls around a bunt, takes a strike right about the knees, and it's a ball and a strike. The catcher caught it. What else do you want? Here's an outside, calls for 1, bunts it down, foul. Well, it's really good that we didn't have to have the review camera on that play. I don't really know what your Ball back. Russell with runners now on second and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, now, got a little hit, get you a couple more runs.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Number 8, Casey Hensley.
So Casey Hensley will step in. Second strike out of the game, third strike out of the game for Salmons. Pitches it high and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Sorry, I heard somebody walking over there.
Look at this, it goes nothing. Oh, it's so good.
The man.
This chick.
And here's one straight up in the air. Left fielder hauls it in for, that's Wilt Walburn. And that's a sacrifice fly for Hensley. So that ties us up. That's the second out of the inning.
Number 1, Jesse Lyon.
Conley scores. Strother's still out at second. Here's Jesse Lyon that steps in. Back to work. There you go. Strike 1. Here's one, third baseman. Picks it up. Fires to first. Nope. So that'll be an error on the third baseman, Caden Adams.
Number 15, Troy Gillum.
So that'll put Gillum at the plate. So Line reaches on an error. Gillum at the plate. Russell with 1 in, 2 on, 2 outs. Salmons looks in at the plate. This one's lifted down the third baseline. Left fielder Walden comes over, hauls it in, and stops the threat. But Russell does get a run, and so we'll move now to the bottom of the, or top of the fourth inning, with the score all tied at 4 here on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Visit the Sungate Alpaca Company to experience the vibrant cultural heritage of South America and discover the extraordinary luxury fabric called alpaca. Wrap yourself in a stylish alpaca scarf. Transform your living room by adding texture and color with a hand-loomed alpaca throw blanket, and add a little extra warmth and cozy fashion with an alpaca hat and matching gloves. Visit sungatealpaca.com for all your alpaca needs. Find us on Facebook for special deals and inventory updates. Shop Sungate Alpaca.
Our emphasis has always been on first-name friendly service with a hometown touch. We know you, and you know us. Hometown people helping each other grow. We're here to serve all your banking needs. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Stultz Pharmacy is now offering patients compounding for their prescription needs. Stultz Pharmacy is the only pharmacy in the area PCCA certified. We can provide you with hormone replacement, neuropathy creams, scar creams, pediatric prescriptions, and we can even help you with your veterinarian needs. If you have any questions, please call 606-834-1052. That's 834-1052. Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I told Scott you were working the corner. Thanks, sweetie. You got one with you? Did you mail it? Okay, well, we're paid. We're even. Don't be cheating me now. Jenny Fawson Bates, wife of Scott Bates, the official scoreboard keeper here. It's been interesting up here, particularly since The Rock is here.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 28, Adams.
So Caden Adams steps in, the third baseman. Did Scott abandon you?
He had to go pick up his daughter.
Outside of ball, yeah, well, there are responsibilities with this parenting thing. I mean, Evan interrupts my afternoon nap every time, so. Nah, he's a good kid. He really is. I'm proud to be around him. Hello! To the shortstop. Fires it on to Brewer. And there's an out as Gillum connects on the far side. And so there's an out.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 41, Salmons.
Josh Salmons is up for the. You know, I'm not going to say a word, man. So what has Salmons done at the plate? He got an RBI or something, didn't he, last time he was up? He scored. Had a walk and scored. One of. So Witt shows up here in the fourth inning. Never on time in his entire life. This is take a beating day, okay? Just so you know. I don't know what's going on here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's a pitch. Strike 2 call. Salmons at the plate, left-handed pitcher. He's been out there for East Carter from the beginning. He did give up the tying run in the last inning. He lifts one up. Since no one's chasing it, I assume it's out of play. Matthew Strotter is in on the mound for Russell. According to Mr. Brewer, 66 pitches did Jaden Lane. Brewer front gloves it, walks over, tags the bag. Out number 2, unassisted to the first baseman.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 30, Scott.
And at the plate, second baseman Trey Scott, who also scored. I don't know how he got on. Can you tell me? Your official
It was that guy that grounded over there, and he aired.
Aired, okay. You know Witt's going to take credit for the win since he showed up in the fourth inning if Russell wins. And he'll blame Bates for leaving. Strike. Sean, you get no love up here, okay? Just so you know. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for East Carter. Back here with the bottom of the fourth coming up. It's Russell 4, East Carter 4 on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
I go to Ashland Community and Technical College.
Because it's so close.
I go.
For the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons, Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Meet the Hoopers, the all-star family. With dad, mom, son, grandpa, baby. With a good neighbor right next door, assisting them with life and so much more. It's the Hoopers.
At Super Quick owned Subways, you can buy 3 footlongs, $5 each, or a regular salad for $5, or mix and match any 3 salads or footlongs for $15.
Available only at these Super Quick Subways: Cannonsburg, Greenup, Cerrito, Ironton, Colegrove, South Point, Vanceburg, and Flatwoods.
Subway, eat fresh.
Hank Bond, Evan Tice, Joe Applegate.
Now batting for the Red Devils, number 7, Keelan Rice.
Keelan Rice, who is the number 1 batter for the Devils, up for the second time. He struck out twice, gone down swinging both times. First pitch, nice, lifted into left center. Jordan Walburn settles under, pulls it in. First out, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Center fielder, number 3, Jacob McKee.
Number 2 hitter McKee is up for the Red Devils. Got on in the second. This time he dribbles it to second baseman. Scott picks it up, fires it over. A step early to Cameron Bailey, so Trey Scott to Cameron Bailey. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Now batting for the Red Devils, first baseman number 18, Landon Brewer.
Landon Brewer will step in. Strike 1. Call strike 1. It's about 12. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. Throwing that junk up there at him. He'll burn at him this time. When my daughter used to pitch softball, I'd tell her if she didn't get outs, she couldn't eat.
Wow. That's hardcore.
She ate about as best of any of us. She knew better. She was a good pitcher. She lettered here when she left in the 8th grade. She had cross-country varsity letter and a softball. Played for Carroll Thompson. Strike 3 swinging on Brewer. And that takes us now to the top of the 5th inning. And it's all knotted up at 4 on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
At Carmen Funeral Home for more than 100 years, the original mission of the firm hasn't changed. They've always intended to provide the best and most professional services complemented by the finest products. Stop in today and see Bob Green or Mark Ratliff at Carmen Funeral Home in Flatwoods. Carmen Funeral Home, people serving people since 1913, from pre-need to final arrangements. Carmen Funeral Home.
Choosing the right college is a big decision. Ohio University Southern offers more than 30 degree and certificate programs. Whether you're in Ohio or just across the river in Kentucky or West Virginia, our tuition is a best value in the area. Attend a world-class university and stay close to home with free parking. Ohio University Southern in Ironton and Proctorville. Imagine your possibilities. Enroll today. Visit ohio.edu Southern or call 740-533-4600.
Hi, I'm Julie Reeves. You're watching greenatbeacon.com, a member of the Beacon Media Group.
The force, it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like that.
4-4 it is after 4 complete innings here at Russell Stadium. And we're ready to get underway. First pitch hitting to Rice, to Brewer. Brewer loses it. Error on the first baseman. So we were giving his dad a hard time about him striking out. Now he's had an error. He may not get to eat supper tonight. That's the way it goes. I heard it. I'll be the first to report it.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 15, Jackson.
So Klein on first. Jackson comes to the plate. That should have been an easy infield out. He couldn't get around on the fastball. So, does he bunt again, Evan?
No. If they do, they ain't smart.
Never know. They may see something we don't. A strike. Strike 2 now. Now that changes the complexion of this at bat now. I don't know if he can or not, but I can say that he didn't.
Was I right?
Well, so far.
You can't bunt with 2 strikes because you take the risk of it being foul and you get an out.
Outside. Throw down to second. Safe. Whoa.
That was close.
Boys, that might have been close.
That's his.
So, stolen base for Klein. Ball and 2 strikes. Foul out of play. Strike 3. A really nice pitch.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 5, Sharp.
So Strother kind of zeroing in there, and that was a really nice breaking ball. So this is Andrew Sharp, the catcher. Shortstop bobbles it. Safe. So, error on the shortstop. Infield errors bringing pressure to bear on the Red Devils, as Gillum could not handle that.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 45, McDavid.
Ryan McDavid, the right fielder, steps in. He's been to third and struck out. Walked, advanced to third, did not score. He was on third when the third out of the first inning. Excuse me. It's Diet Coke up here, not Hudipole. All tied at 4. Here's the wine. Steps towards third. Strutter ahead in the count. A strike, 1 out. Runners at first and third, though, for East Carter. Ball, low. Strutter needs a strikeout here, or we need an infield out. Red Devils do. Steps to third, stops. I do want to report, guys, I believe that we have championship nachos here at Russell Field. Even Mr. Whitt likes the nachos here. He's just not going to eat any in that fancy suit coat he's got on. Here's the pitch. Low. Please. 2 balls and a strike. You could play a game, probably be all right.
Oh, I'm multi-talented.
2 balls a strike, inside ball 3. A pitch away from loading the bases, and that's something that I'm sure Tim Rice doesn't want. From his right-hander out on the mound. Whoa, outside. Looked pretty close to old Hank here. So, bases loaded. Number 17 is coming in to hit, and Braden Mara, M-A-R-A, Braden Mara is into pinch hit.
17, Mara.
Braden Mara coming to the plate for Mr. Bailey, Cameron Bailey, the first baseman. M-A-R-A, Mara. Pitch, strike 1. Mara's number is 17. He's shown as an outfielder, so now Bailey's the first baseman, so we'll have to wait and see what they do. High ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Devils need a double play pitch here. You know, kind of like you're pitching to the Reds, because they manage to find those pretty often. Missed a corner. 2 balls and a strike. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Big strikeout. As Mara steps in, Junior, and takes a swing as at a 3rd strike. And so with 2 outs, we see number 16 go out to run. That is Gavin Wilburn, also a junior for the Raiders. And Wilburn is running for whoever was on second, Evan.
Wilburn or Walburn?
Walburn's batting.
Walburn's batting. Wilburn is running for whoever was on second. Sharp. That's because he's the catcher. Pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss by Walburn. Let's see, what's Walburn done, Evan?
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Ground out. No, unassisted. 2 ground outs.
Pitch outside the ball. Right up the middle. Going to score 1. I'm going to send another one to the plate. Hit ball comes in. Out. Nope, dropped it. So Brinkman drops the throw from center field, Jacob McKee, and that scores a pair for East Carter. So with a chance to get out of it, Strutter on the mound gives up a single straight up the middle, and with the bases loaded, 2 scored.
For the Raiders 28, Adams.
Caden Adams, the third baseman, has been up. He's grounded out twice. Pitch, strike. No doubt about that one. Even I saw that one.
He's half blind.
No balls and a strike. Strike two. Nice sweeping curveball. Sir?
I said you're half blind.
Thank you. The love and respect. Strike three, and that retires the side. But now before the damage is done, 2 runs touch the plate for East Carter, and the Raiders lead Russell 6-4 as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the OLBH Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Hi, I'm Julie Reeves. You're watching GreenUpBeacon.com, a member of the Beacon Media Group.
The force, it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like
Visit the Sungate Alpaca Company to experience the vibrant cultural heritage of South America and discover the extraordinary luxury fabric called alpaca. Wrap yourself in a stylish alpaca scarf, transform your living room by adding texture and color with a hand-loomed alpaca throw blanket, and add a little extra warmth and cozy fashion with an alpaca hat and matching gloves. Visit sungatealpaca.com for all your alpaca needs. Find us on Facebook for special deals and inventory updates. Shop Sungate Alpaca.
At Carmen Funeral Home for more than 100 years, the original mission of the firm hasn't changed. They've always intended to provide the best and most professional services complemented by the finest products. Stop in today and see Bob Green or Mark Ratliff at Carmen Funeral Home in Flatwoods. Carmen Funeral Home, people serving people since 1913, from pre-need to final arrangements. Carmen Funeral Home.
You can hear a replay of this game on GreenUpBeaconRadio.com, the audio of today's game, and all the hysterical festivities up here. 77 pitches, is that what you told me? 74 pitches. Has thrown Mr. Salmons for East Carter, as he'll introduce themselves back to the Red Devils here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And coming up for Russell is number 25, Nick Conley. Conley is the cleanup hitter. He scored twice, walked, and...
Once, struck out, flew out.
Okay, scored once, struck out.
Now batting for the Red Devils, the right fielder, number 25, Nick Conley.
Scored twice. See, walked twice. See. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes. I could almost read your handwriting over there. Here's a pitch. Oh. I don't know. You can't count on anything. 3 balls, no strikes. He'll look at this one. Salmons comes to the plate. Inside. Nope, inside corner. Lack of consistency might sum this up. Ball 4. And so Conley is third walk of the game, so Nick has really not been to the plate today.
Pitcher number 30, Matthews Strother.
Matthew Strother, who started out as the DH with Jaden Lane on the mound. He's in the bat. He bats from the left side of the plate. Salmons looks at the left-hander, checks the runner. He puts a bunt down, probably the best bunt I've seen in a while. They get him at first. So he's out 1-3. So Salmons to Bailey. They put Bailey back in the game, guys?
No, they did not. McDavid's over on first now.
Okay, Ryan McDavid is on first.
Now batting for the Red Devils, the catcher number 5, Austin Brinkman.
Austin Brinkman steps in. So who's in right field now? Mara. Okay. You guys are totally under control. That's why I bring you. If I'd known you were that good, Rick, I would have bought you some nachos. Whit, on the other hand, he showed up late. He doesn't get anything.
I would have just got addicted to it.
Just cause you were in court and all, you know. That's because he's a lawyer, folks. I want to point that out. Ball gets away from Sharp, and quickly on to third comes Conley. Are you one of those lawyers that never goes in the courtroom, Sean?
No, sir. I'm in the court.
You get to go to court.
Yes, sir.
You're not like those TV guys that settle everything outside the door and let's go have a hot dog kind of thing. No.
He's not going to get a steak there.
Hey, if I wore a suit like that, I'd expect a paycheck too. I'm just saying. I do want to point out that Sean Whit is also on the Board of Education here and has a son that plays here. So he has a vested interest in this district, as do all board members. Absolutely. Even Judy Justice, bless her heart. I almost said rest her soul. That wouldn't have been good at all, would it? 2 balls and a strike. Lifts it high in the left field. And that's Walburn. Drops it. Foul territory. Judy was in the class of 1959. So, you know, I've known her a long time. She might not admit it, but she does speak to me at the bank, so I'm back in good graces, I guess. And I graduated with Terry's brother. And Jane, I've known her kids and our kids went to school together. And there's you and somebody else. Who's the other one?
John Jones.
Oh, Johnny Jones, yeah. Harriet and I went to school together, so I used to referee when Johnny coached over at Advance. Pitch. Ooh, I thought it was going to be on that corner, but it was a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have a solid board here at Russell, I will say that. Solid new superintendent. I try to tell everybody that he ought to get a raise before he goes off somewhere else. Everybody just looks at me. I see how it works. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And so down on strikes. That's the first called strikeout this afternoon on Austin Brinkman. And so with 2 outs, Russell still has a runner at third. But in fairness to the batters of both teams, he has not called the inside corner at all. So now you don't know what's a strike anymore.
Now batting for the Red Devils, the third baseman, number 8, Casey Hensley.
Casey Hensley, who toils down there on the hot corner for Russell. Pitch. High. Do the Reds play the Cubs again tonight? No? Oh, you don't know. What kind of fan are you? Jeez.
I'm a fan that's at the ball field every night.
What'd you say?
I said I'm a fan that's here at the ball
I
field.
got you. Strike call. 2 balls and a strike. Joe Applegate fighting to stay awake on the cameraman's stool over here. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Salmons. Swing and a miss, strike 2. What's your deadline, Rocky?
11:30.
Oh, well, you might be able to get a couple drafts in with then. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Devils go down with the runner down to third, and Conley. And so we move now to the top of the 6th inning. The score is East Carter 6, Russell 4. Back in a minute on the OLBH Green at Beacon Media Network.
Pharmacy is now offering patients compounding for their prescription needs. Stelt Pharmacy is the only pharmacy in the area PCCA certified. We can provide you with hormone replacement, neuropathy creams, scar creams, pediatric prescriptions, and we can even help you with your veterinarian needs. If you have any questions, please call 606-834-1052. That's 834-1052. Stelt Pharmacy in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stoltz Pharmacy.
Our emphasis has always been on first-name friendly service with a hometown touch. We know you, and you know us. Hometown people helping each other grow. We're here to serve all your banking needs. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Choosing the right college is a big decision. Ohio University Southern offers more than 30 degree and certificate programs. Whether you're in Ohio or just across the river in Kentucky or West Virginia, our tuition is a best value in the area. Attend a world-class university and stay close to home with free parking. Ohio University Southern in Ironton and Proctorville. Imagine your possibilities. Enroll today. Visit ohio.edu Southern or call 740-533-4600.
The pitcher, Josh Salmons, fouled on the third baseline just out of the reach of Casey Hensley. Salmons has scored a run. He's walked and scored a run. 0 for 1 today, but he does have a run. That's 2 strikes. Strader still on the mound. Strike 3, took it on the inside corner. Not much doubt about that. So all of a sudden the plate is now growing corners, and we're going to see those pitches called. And with an out, here comes at the plate Scott, Trey Scott, the second baseman for the Raiders. 1 out. That one's low. Let me just say, boys, whoop, foul ball. Ouch. Yeah, do that again, Bob. Bob's a little slow on his feet down there, I guess. Heck, you refereed when I was in high school. Ball and a strike. Oh, yeah, he's a smart guy. No, Bob's been around a long time. I refereed a game or two with him back when I was refereeing. But I umpired baseball for 15 years. I give the umpires a hard time. But let me tell you what, when you're down there, it's much different than up here. It really is. These guys have done a yeoman's job today, other than there's no strike zone. But, you know, have to pick on the guys. Oh, off the glove of Strader. And on the first, not in time, threw it away. They're going to hold the runner, but only because the ball bounced back to Brewer. And so the we got we'll call that an error on the second baseman. And so Scott's.
For the Raiders, number 2, Klein. You guys call that an error?
Oh, no doubt. He was 2 steps away. He should have got him out. The only thing that got him safe, even if he caught it, was a throw. Did that for 15 years in college. I was a college scorekeeper. Did the NAI Nationals. Done it all. I've been cussed a few times, too, for calls like that. Pitch. Nice pitch. Laced it to left field. Not much question about that as Jesse Line picks it up. And East Carter, with an out, has 2 runners on. That was a clean single. And he got around quickly on that pitch from Strader. Strader. Keep me straight down there.
Number 15, Jackson.
What kind of pitch count on Strader do we have? 43. So he's just 20 pitches shy, give or take. 74, 30 pitches shy, I guess. Winds, strike. No, fellas, I've seen some of the worst officiating in the last 10 years. These guys are great, frankly. And a pitch. Swing and a miss at a big sweeping change out there. And Rocky, is that your pitch? That change up, was that your pitch?
To hit? No.
Yeah, you're kind of like the guy in Major League, you know, with the big bat. Got played on the unit. I can't think of his name. Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro.
Yeah. Pitch. Out of play. Although when he waited on it, he did rifle it just a little bit. You know, Evan, if this game picks up a little bit, let's see, it's 7:42. In 10 minutes, we can put on the ball game over here and watch it. Swing. Nope, no swing inside. Reds and the Cubs. Don't they play tonight? What time? 8 o'clock? Well, I mean, what kind of partner are you? Are you? That's like Mr. Witt said. Don't get to watch the pros. On a hit us? Did. Ooh, that really sounded nice in this headset. I wish everyone here could have seen Rocky ducking when it hit the building. It was really great. I just wish you'd have whipped that camera around there. Poor Rocky. He doesn't get a break. If you think I'm hard on you, buddy, you let Snyder show up.
Oh.
I'll work him from the minute he sits down. He and Maynard, when he's doing the high university stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you said it?
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, the Reds and the Cubs. 6-4. East Carter with the lead. 2 on. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. A big strikeout pitch there for Strader. Trace Jackson, the center fielder, goes down for the second out.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 5, Sharp.
Andrew Sharp, the second base, or the catcher at the plate, he scored, once? Been on 2 out of 3 times.
Got the third. Double played in the first.
Trying to keep my scorekeeper awake over here.
Sure.
Swoop, single to right. That's going to get him a run. May get him 2. That ball's going clear to the fence. There's 1, and on the way another. This is going to be a triple. The ball gets away, but nice backup down there by the Red Devils.
Yeah, he was over 3.
But seriously, a triple. And so that gives them 2 more, and that makes it 8-4. We didn't make fun of you for having to go do domestic duties at all, Scott. I just want you to know that.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 45, McDavid.
So McDavid, who is now at first.
Courtesy runner 16-4.
Courtesy runner is Gavin Wilburn. Second base on to first. Those are away for the second time. Error on the second baseman, Rice. And Wilburn, that's not Wilburn, that's, who was that? I lost track.
It's
Number
Bryce.
17, Mara.
Bryce made the error.
No, I'm talking about who was batting now.
McDavid.
And so we have Mara now, who pinch hitted for Cameron Bailey and then stayed in the game and right. Strike 1. He stayed in the game and right, and they moved Ryan McDavid to first.
52 pitches.
So 9-4 on 52 pitches. The loss will go to Strader if Russell doesn't find some offense. Does Chaz play the second game?
I don't think they're playing the second.
They're not, just a 1 and out? That's great. 7 innings?
Yeah.
Excellent. Pitch, strike 3. Third out of the inning, but we move now to the bottom of the 6th. Russell has 6 outs, down 5 runs. We'll be back in a minute here on the OLBH Green at Beacon Media Network.
I go to Ashland Community and Technical College.
Because it's so close.
I go.
For the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons, Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunities it holds for growth, learning, and enjoyment, and for the time to share with others. I pray for peace and joy in mind, body, and spirit, and for the hope of this day. In your name, amen.
Around the corner or around the world with the Green Up Beacon.
Am I sure about him? No. Cameraman abuse. He's engaged to my daughter. That's all I can say, okay?
That's all.
That's all I got to say.
I'm just related.
And we're having a good time. Evan's my pride and joy right here, buddy.
I'm blood.
He's my favorite 14-year-old grandson. Nah, I'm gonna let him run. Yeah, he'll just have to deep clean my. Now he'll have to deep clean my car when it gets home. Take a toothbrush. Get those white walls. Although I got them out from Johnny Witt, so they're pretty new. Wouldn't be too bad.
Number 1, Jesse Lyon.
Jesse Lyon steps in for Russell. Without some offensive output, Russell has 6 outs. Lyon takes the first one, third baseman. Bounces off his glove, throws it across the infield. And that's a ground out, third to first. So Adams knocked it down, almost caught it to Ryan McDavid, 5-3. And so with the out, we move on now to Troy Gillum, number 9 batter, shortstop for Russell. Salmon still on the mound, strike. Salmon struggled early, but has sort of found the plate, guys, and so with that, it's 93 pitches. Up high, duck, Rocky. Now it misses that time. I wouldn't want you to get scared, Rock. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Strike 3. Nope, should have been. Ball and 2 strikes.
Rocky 2 years ago, Scott and I were sitting there scoring it. They had a big pop up. It came right through the window and hit this thing.
Oh, it did?
That's right on the way to second. Some speed down that line, got him. So he grounds out Scott to McDavid. Keelan Rice, the leadoff hitter. So 2 outs in the inning, 2 batters, 2 outs, and Rice, the leadoff, will step up. I don't think.
He's playing second. He has all them errors.
Yeah, Rice has several errors, and hopefully he can get some find some good graces with a base hit and get a little bingo going for Russell. Strike 1. I didn't even have to wait on the umpire to call that one. I mean, when you jumped up and threw out that right hand, Rick, I knew it was a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch from Salmons. Nice sweeping. Hello. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, if we weren't at an angle here, I would almost believe. Outside. He'd been setting that pitch up. He just didn't get it over the plate. That's a nice setup, it really was. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Rice, with a tough day in the field, would like to find a hit here, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't think Rice has been on in this ball game.
Nope, fly out, 2 strikeouts.
0 for 3, and a chance to redeem himself here just a little bit. Gonna come a big sweeper outside. So we're at full count. The ever-efficient Sean Witt has the scoreboard lined up. And so with the full count pitch from Salmons, 2 outs, here it is. High and outside, ball 4. And the Red Devils have a runner here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Number 3, Jacob McKee.
Jacob McKee, the center fielder, steps up to bat for Russell. McKee, too, has not scored tonight.
Fly out, infield hit, and a 4-3.
So he's 1 for 3 with an infield single. That's the one that went right, yeah. His speed got him that one. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Pitch, swung on. Right field in the gap. Russell will have him at second and third with 2 outs. And there's a throw, comes across the infield. Almost got away with no backup. Had he run, he would have gotten in. You can't ever know that. So Landon, we need a hit. Brewer steps in. He needs to come back from his strikeout the last time up. His dad is still shaking his head over it, but baseball is a game of inches.
You better get a hit if he wants to eat.
Yeah, he's probably already had some nachos.
He had my nachos, didn't he?
There you go. Swung on, base hit into right center field. That'll play 2 for Russell, and they'll cut it to 9-6. Throw into second, but that holds him at first. That was closer at first than it looked, boys. Did you see that, Rick?
Number 3, Matthew Strother.
So Strother steps in. He moved out to pitcher, started out as designated hitter. Who is that now? Is that Strother?
No, it's Conley. It's Conley.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick Conley's at the plate. Do not depend on the PA guy. High, low, and inside. You guys are killing me.
Come on, man, get your big hit here. It's got to be a fastball.
Strike, no doubt about it. Nice soft one comes up there.
Has he walked all 3 times?
Yeah, he has.
0 for 3. Scored 1. No, I'm on the wrong guy. Scored twice. My
0 for 0. He's played 3 times.
Yeah. 0 for 0. He batted 3 times. You're right. I said it right the last time. Get off my back, Scott. Jeez. 2 balls and a strike. He lifts one, foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Conley. Conley needs to kind of strafe one out there into right field. Brewer with some speed could score if he gets a gapper here. Wind to pitch outside. My ever-efficient bookkeeper to the right, Evan Tice. Joe Applegate flying solo on the camera tonight. So when we do the middle school game, we'll have to have Joe on camera, and I have to keep my own book. Lifts it up, out of play. A lot of screaming going on over there. I'm glad you weren't over there, Sean. The screaming would have just been unbearable. You might have got hit, man. Sean's not messing that suit up for anything. I can see this. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Russell with 2 runs in. It's a 3-run lead for East Carter. Wind to pitch. There it is. Left center field. Walburn drops it. And a throw into third. What a nice throw. Whoa. He got his attention, didn't he?
Number 30, Matthew Strother.
Timeout. He's going to come out and argue that, or is he going to come out and take a pitcher out?
I think he was trying to grab his head.
So the coach comes out and talks to Salmons a minute and sends the catcher away. And first baseman will come over, and Ryan McDavid, and he'll pitch. Salmons goes to the dugout, but you know what? He's had a nice outing, fellas. That air right there. I mean, 111, and he can pitch 120, so he wasn't going to take a chance of getting in the hole. And I see Russell coach going to come out. Okay, so that's McDavid, right? McDavid will come on to pitch. And we'll move Salmons to first. So McDavid comes on to pitch from first base. He'll be the second pitcher for East Carter. Salmons will go to first. McDavid started in right, came to first when Marr pinch hit for Bailey. We'll take a break and be back in a minute here on the OLBH Greener Beacon Media Network. Can't take these guys anywhere. And here we go. First pitch is strike. So we have a new pitcher on the mound in Ryan McDavid. Salmons moves to first. No balls a strike. Strader takes it in the dirt. Ball comes behind the catcher. Russell taking no chances. He would have been out, that's for sure. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. 9-6. We'll play a full 7 today. Ball outside.
That was a ball. Put your one in.
Popped up. Left fielder this time. Walburn hauls it in, and so that stopped the rally. 9-6. East Carter leads. They'll come to bat for the last time. If they can hold Russell, it's East Carter's 9, Russell 6. We'll move to the top of the 7th here in a minute on the OLBH Greener Beacon Media Network.
Choosing the right college is a big decision. Ohio University Southern offers more than 30 degree and certificate programs. Whether you're in Ohio or just across the river in Kentucky or West Virginia, our tuition is a best value in the area. Attend a world-class university and stay close to home with free parking. Ohio University Southern in Ironton and Proctorville. Imagine your possibilities. Enroll today. Visit ohio.edu Southern or call 740-533-4600.
A good neighbor right next door, assisting them with life and so much more. It's the Hoopers.
Justin Manning. Justin Manning comes in on the mound, I'm sure in hopes to put up a spot here. They want to get 3 outs and have a shot at it. In Wrigley, it's the Reds and the Cubs. I want to see you up doing the electric slide there, Rick.
I've got it. You want me to play?
How about that? Do the chicken dance thing. Da 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 da.
That too.
Yeah, I want to watch you do that.
Oh, well, you don't want to watch me doing it. I got this.
I know you can't sing either, so no problem.
Yeah.
Top of the 7th inning. Lights on here.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Swing and a miss.
He hit it, Papa. He hit it right down.
Where'd he hit it?
He hit it right down the right field line.
Well, I guess I didn't see that. So that's why my spotter is here with me, grabbing the hair on my arm, saying, "Papa, I got you." Here's the 0-1. This again to Landon Brewer. He gloves it. Steps on the base. 1 out. 2 pitches, 1 out. That's the kind of thing they need to have happen. Thanks to Fox Go Network, we can watch the Reds rock.
Yeah.
After we get through the Wendy's commercials. And a pitch. Back to the backstop. Caden Adams, the third baseman, is at the plate. And the pitch. Ball. Sean, can you turn the lights on, please?
Yes, sir. If it works, let's see the next one. Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. When you get old, you can't see, guys. I'm the senior member of the press box. Low. Ball 3. Look mighty close. Must have been just under the knees. This imaginary strike zone we have. Outside ball 4. And so with an out,
Number 41, Salmons.
Josh Salmon's a pitcher that started and threw 111 of 120 available pitches. He'll get the win if Russell doesn't at least tie it up in the bottom of the inning. Salmons has scored a run, had a call third strike, walk. I don't know what that is. I'm kind of blind in that one.
Unassisted.
Right here. Oh, he grounded out. Gotcha.
The dog found one.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. Outside pitch. That's what we left-handers are good for. Swinging at the outside pitch. One strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Justin Manning, who is a freshman, on the mound. When a runner on, swing right back up the middle. So East Carter has them on first and second with 1 out.
Number 30, Scott.
Trey Scott, the second baseman, comes to the plate. So out is Brinkman talking to the pitcher Manning. Trey Scott stands in.
That guy's playing well.
Suarez. He's hitting the ball. We were there when he crushed the grand slam.
Really?
Yeah. Then there was Ryan Howard. I think the ball's still on the way up. Dead center field. 2 on. Fouled away. Pardon me. Trey Scott. He did. Pitch. Way outside. Didn't sweep back at all. So it's a ball and a strike. 1 out. 2 on for East Carter. Pitch lifted straight up. Infield fly rule. Joe, you missed the ball, buddy. Infield fly rule. And so that'll be 2 outs.
Number 2, Klein.
Terry Klein, the shortstop, steps up. He's the leadoff hitter. He scored 3 times today. And he lifts one foul down the third base line, out of bounds, right of play. You know, the lights here are kind of like at Crosley. It has to be, 10 minutes past dark for them to be really bright. But it's better than candles. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You know, for years, high school fields did not have lights. For years. 0-2 pitch on the way from Manning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he pitches his way out of 2 on, 9-6. East Carter leads. Russell has 3 outs and a chance to get back in this ball game. Back in a minute on the OLBH Green at Beacon Media Network.
Our emphasis has always been on first-name friendly service with a hometown touch. We know you, and you know us. Hometown people helping each other grow. We're here to serve all your banking needs. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunities it holds for growth, learning, and enjoyment, and for the time to share with others. I pray for peace and joy in mind, body, and spirit, and for the hope of this day. In your name, amen.
I go to Ashland Community and Technical College.
Because it's so close.
I go.
For the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons, Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Austin Brinkman announced as the first batter here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Russell with the 3-out window to try to get back in this ball game. Takes 3 runs to continue playing, 4 runs to take the win, and still out on the mound for East Carter is Ryan McDavid. Call strike 1 on the first pitch. Threw that softy up there. So if I picked on you enough, I got you awful quiet up here, guys. Swing, lifts it high, out of play down the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. Rocky, do you know when you're back here? I want to be sure to stream that game.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I know. Have to kill me, right? Yes. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Drained that baby to left field. It'll bounce 3-4 times, hits the fence, and he'll pull up out there at second base with a double to lead off here in the
number 4, Seth Atkins.
Bottom of the 7th. Seth Atkins comes out to run.
Hensley.
Casey Hensley in the bat. So Brinkman got a double. Is that his first hit of the day, Evan?
Yes. He struck out twice and grounded out.
So he's 1 of 4.
Yeah. No, he had a hit.
He had a hit. 2 of 4. Outside a ball. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Hensley. Ball and a strike. Nobody out. Russell with a runner on second. Red Devils need a run. Need to keep this inning alive. Swung on this one, lifted high. Down the third base line, catcher over. And Sharp unable to get to it. Ball back in play, and back out it goes to Ryan McDavid. Do I hear press box cheering up here? Is that it? We've had it on backwards all night, so what difference does it make now, right?
We'll have to turn it around.
That's it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted high. Center fielder settles under it. That's Trace Jackson. So F8 records the first out.
Number 12, Max Blackburn.
So Max Blackburn will come on to bat. And Max is coming on to bat for Jesse Line Blackburn in the bottom of the 7th inning. Short lead out at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Lifted right at the shortstop. He'll haul it in, Terry Klein, and that's 2 outs. And while Russell's getting a bat on the ball, just not getting, just not quite getting what they need to have done. And at the plate will come the number 9 hitter for Russell, Troy Gillum. I don't think he's been on today either, has he? No. 0 for 3. Pitch. Outside a ball. So Russell with a heavy bat to start the inning. Now has 2 outs. Strike call. Ball and a strike. 2 outs. I don't even... And the pitch. Swung on, lifted high in the left field. Over the head. That's going to score a run. And so, Russell adds a run. Crossing the plate for Russell was Seth Atkins, the courtesy runner for Sharp. And now we go back to the top of the batting order.
Courtesy runner for Brinkman.
For Brinkman, okay. And so with that, it's top of the, we go to Rice.
Top of the 7th, so we go Rice.
Rice has scored a run.
That's it. 2 strikeouts and a flyout for.
2 strikeouts and a flyout, so he's due for a hit, don't you think? And a pitch. Swung on. Down the right field line. Fair! That's going to score another run, and he's on his way to second base as Keelan Rice gets a crucial 2 base hit to score a run, and now it's 9-8.
Jacob McKee.
And Jacob McKee, who's had a little success at the plate today, he scored a run, and he will just have to. We'll have timeout, and we're going to bring the coach out. Coach Shearer going to talk to his pitcher. You think he's going to make a change, Rock? No, I don't think so. They're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Jacob's 2 for 4.
Yeah.
McKee is 2 for 4. Scored a run. That's why I have all these stat guys up here. Big bat for left-handed Jacob McKee. 2 outs. Tying run on third. He's a winning run. The pitch. Strike one on the outside corner. How many pitches do we have now?
19 for McDavid.
So McDavid's rested. He could go a long time if necessary. And the pitch. Right back up the middle to McDavid. Got his glove down in time. On to first it goes. And that'll end it as he threw it on over to Salmons. And the ball game comes to an end with the final score, Russell losing to East Carter by a total of 9-8. I thank all the guys up here in the press box. Evan Tice, Joe Applegate, Rocky Stanley, Rick Brewer, Scott Bates. Even though I know who his daddy is, I'm still sorry for him. And so that'll be it for tonight. We'll have another one on here this week. We appreciate you for following us here. Probably be back on Monday or Tuesday with ball, and they're trying to kill wasps in here. It's a dangerous world we live in here. Final score, East Carter 9 and the Red Devils 8. Russell drops to 4-8 on the season. Thanks for joining us here. Evan Tice, Hank Bond, and Joe Applegate. Today's ball game brought to you by First and People's Bank and Trust, Our Lady of Belmont Hospital, Kurt Robinson State Farm, the Subways and Super Quick, Sungate Alpaca Company, Carmen Funeral Home, Stoltz Pharmacy, Ashland Community and Technical College, and Ohio University Southern. Thanks for joining us here. The only video live in the 16th region. We'll be back again. You come and join us on the OLBH Green and Beacon Media Network.